Hello, my name is Eddie, and I've been playing RS3 for 19 months. I maxed just over a month ago, and here's 5 things I wish I knew before I started my journey in this huge, sprawling game. Number 1. Quests are amazing. The lore of this game is so deep. Gielinor has 6 ages worth of stuff to find out. There's many levels, so you've got big gods fighting each other stuff, but you've also got the helping out the citizens of Gielinor with their troubles. If stories are your thing, then you'll love the variety available in RS3. Compared to many other MMOs where it's fetch quests, kill X number of boars, fetch their hides, they're completely different. You've got puzzles, some boss fights at the end of some quests, and you've got hundreds and hundreds of books and lines of lore. Some quests are voice acted, which is so cool, so I'd always recommend playing this game with sounds on. A lot of people don't, but the music is fantastic. Quests aren't done just for the story. Almost all of them have a wide variety of rewards, be it XP in certain skills, weapons as rewards, or even access to new areas in the game. They are a great way to give yourself a goal, as each quest has certain level requirements and item requirements, so you can work yourself up towards having those items. It encourages you to play the wide range of content available in the game to get to these levels, and one of the most important quests is Plague's End. Now, Plague's End was my first major goal in RS3, and the reward for it unlocks the Elven City of Prifddinas, which gives you lots of very high XP training methods, and is such a great place to unlock. So I'd highly recommend that as one of your main goals when you're starting out. Number 2. The Runescape Wiki. Runescape.wiki is your best friend to find out what anything in the game is. It helps with your leveling, questing and bossing needs. They've got guides on all the bosses, recommended gear setups, what you need to do at certain mechanics and phases, also how you can level in an efficient way if that is your kind of thing. If you just want to get to that end game and fight the bosses, check out their guides and you'll get there a lot quicker than I did. You can actually access the wiki through the in-game chat. What you need to do is put /wiki space and then type in whatever your query is. So say we were looking for Plague's End like I mentioned earlier, you'd put /wiki Plague's End and it'll open an external browser page with the wiki page loaded, and you can just go from there. Having this feature built into the client is so handy for just checking out something you see in game. So if you see an item someone's wearing and you want to see what it is, click it, type wiki, away you go. And like I said, you can quickly look up guides for quests and bosses as well. Number 3, be prepared for a grind. RuneScape is a grindy game. There's no two ways about it, especially if you're looking to earn that max cape. Max cape shows that you've achieved level 99 in every single one of the 28 skills in game. In the 19 months I've been playing, I've spent nearly 100 days in game. I maxed around the 95 day mark just over a month ago. So if we work that out, that's over 2,000 hours before I could wear the cape. While RS3 is nowhere near as slow in terms of XP as it was in the years past, and as it still is in old school RuneScape, unless you have a lot of time to dedicate to the game, I wouldn't worry too much about not being maxed. Actually, maxing for me has made it harder to find motivation towards new goals, as I know I've got that cape and it's such a big end marker. When it comes to training the skills, there are a lot of different training methods that have been implemented over the 19 years that this game's been running. A few examples: Big Game Hunter is quite a high level hunter method on Anachronia, and you've got Safe Cracking, which is a really quick thieving method. There are a few skills, however, that haven't been touched since their release. Construction in particular is a pretty repetitive skill, so you'll find there's certain skills that you'll definitely warm to more than others. Number 4. Ironman Mode. Ironman Mode is where you set up an account and it has no access to the Grand Exchange or player-to-player trading outside of bonds, the membership item. You do this on the initial setup screen, so when you're first picking how your character looks, there's a little box at the top for Ironman Mode. Tick that and you'll be going. This limitation of having no access to the wider economy and player-to-player trading does mean you're going to need to find your own pathway to various items. Now, having this own pathway means that every goal you set and every goal you reach is that little bit more satisfying, because you know you've earned it, you've got that piece yourself. You haven't just gone onto the Grand Exchange, which is where you can trade with any other player in the game, and bought it with GP you earned from something else. It's your own exploration and finding how you get these items. In Ironman Mode, you can still complete group bossing, but only with other Ironman accounts. Another benefit of Ironman Mode is that you don't have any access to any microtransactions in the game at all, and that is definitely one of the more controversial elements that's been added over the years to RuneScape 3. Number 5. Don't be scared of dying. Learn from it. The bosses in RuneScape 3 range from the simple giant mole who has 60,000 life points and some basic mechanics to learn, to bosses like Telos, who has 4 or 5 phases, many insta-kill mechanics, hugely high skill ceiling that only a few players in the game have really mastered. Now, how does this relate to dying? Well, when you die in RS3, you have to pay death to give you your items back. It's a reclaim cost. And this can lead to a lot of people fearing bossing because they don't want to waste their money on dying. I guess the thing to understand is that once you beat a boss for the first time, it's only going to get easier and you're going to very quickly earn your money back by repeatedly killing that boss and improving your times as you go. Every time you die, it's important to realise why. What could you have done differently to not die? Because obviously, the boss is trying to kill you. You've just got to find a way to not die and realise what mechanic you could have avoided. Maybe you just need to eat a bit more food, maybe you need to dodge a bit quicker. Just make sure you're looking back, okay, I'm not going to do that again. Almost all of the bosses have a practice mode. Now this practice mode doesn't require you to pay death if you do end up dying. It also does mean though, if you get the kill, you're not going to get any loot. It can be a fantastic tool to learn how the mechanics of a boss work and to gain some confidence in your own ability. So there's my 5 tips I wish I knew before starting this journey. I've never really done a video like this before. We've been doing lots of interviews with people, a couple of little series here and there, but I thought, I've just maxed, I want to look back at my time and put 5 things that I wish I knew, and hopefully it's going to help some of you new guys helping out. If you come over from Steam, then welcome, and if you've got any questions, please post them in the comments and I will try and answer them as best as I can. Another place to go if you do have questions, I know I've recommended the wiki in the video, but is also just go onto the Twitch channels. If you go onto Twitch, type in RuneScape 3, look at any of the streamers, they are all happy to answer your questions, and I'm sure they'll just appreciate you being in chat and having a chill out with them. So thank you guys for watching, hope you've enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe.